welcome to episode 11 of the Learn Fast online podcast with me, Len Foster, your host. What I want to talk about in this, I think it'll be a bit shorter podcast, is profit maximization. So what are you doing to maximize profit in 2022? What are your thoughts about maximizing profit in 2022? Specifically, maximizing the money coming in by making the most out of what you've already got, for example, products or services. Now, not maximizing is by default minimizing profit, leaving your potential profit on the table for someone else to pick up, and I'm fairly certain that you wouldn't want to do that. So, 3 questions, right? Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, where are things priced below value? So in other words, what are you selling that's too cheap? Have you actually done a market comparison lately? Have you looked at similar products and services to yours, especially from competitors and especially from local competitors, if you are selling local and not, say, online and globally? But what are they selling that you're selling? What's their price against your price? Are your prices similar, but your quality is way above theirs? In comparison, theirs is rubbish. Yours is amazing. Now, if you look at that and you think, well, I've got the same product, same price, but what they get with my product is just something else, then to be honest with you, the thing is there, it's your marketing that's going to make the difference. You need to convey the message to your market that your product or service is infinitely superior than your competition's without, I might add, dissing the competition. You can say things as simple as, please feel free to use Google to check these keywords, the ones that you know where you'll both come up, or for these products, and you'll see that, and so on and so forth. And then you explain to them that products similar to ours will give you this. However, with us you get, and then you go into the over and above value that your product or service brings. Therefore, it makes your price just look great. Now, the thing is this, second question. Let's have a look at the second question. Is there a price increase warranted or doable? Now, warranted, given the first question, you may have this vastly superior product, so you could say, yep, it's definitely warranted. I should be selling this for more. Is it doable? Now, the first thing a lot of people listening to this will say is, oh my God, I couldn't put prices up. My customers will just go mental. I'll lose customers. Definitely can't put prices up. Current climate, people in lockdown, all this, that and the other. However, here's the deal. There are people out there that will pay. There are people that value what you give them. And the thing is this, you could quite easily put 10%, even 20% across the board on your products or services. Price increase. Now, the thing is, if you do that, yes, you will more than likely lose a few customers. However, think about the ones you'll lose, how many, as to the ones that stay with you and actually pay the 10 or 20% increase. And here's the thing, if you're going to put prices up, by all means do it, don't back away from it, but explain why to your existing customers. Explain why, don't just do it. Manage expectations, tell them why up front. Make it a viable reason, something that they can understand. If they're in business, they will understand. So don't just put the prices up, tell them why you're actually doing it. And third question is, are there any gaps in your follow-up, in your marketing as a whole, for a matter of fact? So think about this. You've got a product or a service. What do you actually send to potential clients, i.e. prospects, or to existing customers before the sale? Do you just stick a new product or service under the nose, or do you actually lead into it, tell them about it, big it up, build it up? Do you do any of that? And then the second thing comes along with, what are you doing after the sale? Do you follow up? Thing is, the fortune's in the follow-up. You've heard it 1,000 times, but it doesn't make it any less true. What are you doing after the sale? People buy on emotions. They suddenly decide that this, whatever it is the greatest thing in the world. They can't do without it. It's up there with oxygen, water. This is right there with that. Now, all of a sudden the emotion is there, bang, they buy. Afterwards, this emotion level drops down and logic kicks in. Should I have really bought that? Could I have afforded? Can I actually afford that? I've made a mistake. And this is when the refunds start. When you give your 30, 60, 90-day guarantee, that's when the refunds start coming back in. If, on the other hand, you follow that up with how-to guides, with testimonials from other people who've actually used the same product that whoever has just bought, and they're totally happy with it. If you follow up with emails basically saying it was a brilliant idea of yours to buy my product or service, well done, then the thing is your refunds and all that kind of stuff that you don't want will be decreased massively. And the third thing under this are the gaps in your follow-up. The third thing is what you do consistent? Do you consistently promote your products or services, let people know what they buy before they buy it? And do you consistently follow up? Have you got an automated system, for example, an autoresponder, the likes of ActiveCampaign, Aweber, that kind of thing? So this is just something for you to think about. But here's the deal. If you can put those three things in place and you start looking at those things minimum now, you probably should have been looking at them before, but let's go now. You're going to catch a lot of people with their trousers around their ankles because they won't have thought of it. You will, you have, you'll put it into place. You'll be the winner. You will make the profit. You'll maximize your profit and minimize your loss. In other words, minimize the amount of money you're leaving out there while somebody else puts their prices up and justifies it, and you're still at the same level. So, hope that helps, and I will see you next time.